On Van Haven TV, we look at an insane panel van. It has epic seats, all the suspension, and a very special build in the back.
And I have never seen it before until right now.
You haven't actually seen, because it went out to Chris and Sarah very quickly after we finished building it. Indeed. And we're very lucky in that they've actually brought it back to us with a couple of additions so that we can share on YouTube more about it, why we built it, and how and why. It's very different to what we normally build.
I'm really looking forward to this build. This van was built for Motolegends, who are the pinnacle of motorcycle awesomeness.
So Motolegends are purveyors of the finest attire for motorcyclists. They're a very well-renowned outfitters based just outside Guildford. Chris and Sarah have all the knowledge about all the bike gear, so regardless of what types of biking you're into, you should definitely check them out. And their site down in Guildford has become a bit of a mecca for motorcyclists, not just to check out gear, but also for socials and events. They had a real vision for what they wanted in a van. I think they both read our brochure and then threw it away and came and visited us. And we put our heads together to create not just a combi or a shuttle or a caravel that we normally feature, but to create a panel van in order to carry all of their toys, namely motorcycles, around the place. So exterior-wise, we went with an air ride suspension system. It is a very rare 4Motion van because Chris and Sarah want to be able to access not just road-based parking, so the van needs to be capable to go off-road. So the air ride gives us lift, but most importantly, for loading the van, we can lower the back end so that ramps, etc., can put motorbikes into the rear. Yes, that is not a factory colour. Please do not ask us for fuel wheels in grey, because they don't exist. So these have been fully powder coated in grey. We've picked up the grey with the front and rear bash plates as well. Really cool, and we put on the big laser lights in the front. Since the van has left us, these little blue things have been added. They look insanely cool. I do not know where Chris and Sarah got them from.
But they're very cool.
So maybe they could tell us.
So the first time I ever heard about this van, I was sitting in my desk, busily emailing and phoning all kinds of wonderful people when this beautiful, amazing package turns up. And it looked like the sort of thing a Rolex watch comes in, right? This is like premium. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
And I'm going, Burnsy's been sent a gift.
From a lover.
From a lover. Yeah. Or a very cool customer. And I got genuinely excited. I remember when you walked in, I was like, oh, Burnsy! Yeah. Look what you've got!
It was a beautiful box.
Please explain.
It had the Motolegends badge on.
Oh! In?
So you probably need to have a look
at
the back
same
of the
font
van.
as Transporter?
In same font, yes.
Made out of?
I don't know if it's billet, aluminium, something
Immense.
very, very cool.
That is those little details that make this thing
we actually love. Yeah.
Like, mental. An extra reversing camera.
I wondered if you were going to spot that, actually. So another part of the brief was that we had to allow for towing. Air ride is incredibly good for that. Obviously we've got the tow bar, 13-pin electrics, but when towing exhibition trailers, vehicles, and maybe more motorcycles, it's very useful whilst you're driving to be able to just have a quick look and check in a bit more detail what's happening behind. Ergo, the rear view camera, because the factory rear view camera does not work above 20 miles an hour and in reverse gear. So if you're driving at 60 miles an hour on the motorway and you want to just have a look out the back and see what's happening and make sure nothing's fallen off or come undone or whatever, there's actually a separate screen we've wired in. I'll show you.
Can you show me?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Knowledge. Oh, yes.
All the sound deadening, all the Alcantara. Wow. It's very luscious, very quiet, and the seats are just insanely comfortable.
Are these Mark II Golf GTI seats?
They're Recaros. Chris and Sarah have these in some of their other vehicles. They've got some in a 4x4 as well. They find them super comfortable for back pain, etc.
They are very supportive.
They're insane.
Really, really nice.
Really cool.
And electric.
They have electric heating and cooling.
Oof.
Which is very cool. So then we picked up the stitch, put that into the leatherwork on the cool box in the middle.
Ah, the rear view camera. Love that. Really nice. So we've got essentially in here full Platinum Plus dash and cab.
Yes.
With bespoke Golf GTI Recaros.
Yep.
In the correct fabric.
In the right fabric, yeah. Jordan has put in some extra coat hooks, I think, since the van's been back with us, which are in the middle there.
You've Alcantara'd the bulkhead.
Yeah, had to be done. Otherwise it would have been metal and nasty.
You must have been so popular in the workshop that day.
Aiden's done so well.
Yeah, of course. It's classic Van Haven, not a single wrinkle, crease, blemish. Executed beautifully. That is a ball ache.
And we matched up the Alcantara on the steering wheel, pulled through the GTI seat, the GTI red stitch.
Oh, it's just absolutely stunning, man.
Thanks.
Fair play. This is a beautiful, beautiful place. It's got diff lock on this van as well.
Yeah, diff lock.
Full air ride.
Yeah. We can drop
Self
the low
park.
end.
It's got all the bells and whistles. You just made me jump on camera like an absolute
You
fool.
can see it in load mode. It actually looks quite extreme, doesn't it, in load mode, with the back end dropped.
It looks insane.
So the brief for the back of this van was to create a load space, a secure load space for two motorcycles.
Oh, that smells rather nice.
It smells beautiful. So these are the two motorbikes that Chris and Sarah, they race, among others. And we went for an E-Track system with 3 E-Tracks down the middle of the van that we had previously had experience on building. However, this time round, Chris and Sarah wanted the rails to actually be flush or inlaid into the floor, just so you don't trip over them or stub your toe on them or get something caught in them. So Aiden in the workshop had, well, quite a big challenge of insetting these into the floor. I don't know how many router bits he went through.
It's actually beautifully,
the finish
it's beautifully executed.
Awesome.
From the 6mm penny rubber,
Yep.
the track system,
Yep.
everything is exactly the same height as the plastic on the step, the fixing mounts. He has actually got that 100% on point. And you know what? I don't know if you can see it here, but in the flesh, that's a really noticeable detail.
Yeah.
Fair play, Aiden. That's hardcore and beautifully executed.
Awesome.
Burnsy, the bikes in here are insane.
And they fit so well. So we managed to find a chock system for the front wheels.
This is
and
a
then they're
Condor
strapped.
system.
It is a Condor system, so it's slightly different to the one that we were originally going to use, but this system worked out better for putting the two bikes side by side. And then they're strapped both front and in the rear as well.
Those little check straps are just really
That's it.
nice.
There's no glazing, obviously, apart from the rear tailgate that has got a limo tint on, so you cannot see from outside in, which is very useful. Twin sliding doors, great option so that you can access both sides for tying the bikes down, which again has worked really well.
We, over the years, have put so many interesting fitments and bits to go in the back of transporters.
Yes.
The last time we were briefed by putting a motorcycle in the back was a multi-strada. You know who you are, okay? And it was just the most ridiculous mission. You know, from that Duke, big bike, a gun case, a pod for camping in.
Yeah.
And now sat here, I don't know what, a year and a half, 2 years later, with 2 race motorcycles in the back of a short wheelbase transporter. These things are just so versatile, and you can execute it beautifully. That's the ultimate tease, because he genuinely thought a customer had sent him a lush gift. Let's have a look.
You get all the gift.
I get no gifts. Just lots of rum. Thank you. Continue that to come.
Yeah, back end works really well. So loads of tie down points. Everyone straps their bikes differently.
And I'd just like to point out those straps again.
The straps are beautiful, and Chris has done a beautiful job of strapping the bikes down.
It's really simple. So what he's done is he's come through this factory chassis tie point.
Yes.
He's then come out through the rear wheel.
Yes.
And then he's moved to the Vevel, is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, the E-Track system.
The E-Track system here. And these guys you can clip and move however you want them to do.
You can move them anywhere. And if you look at the fronts, you can see that these are also the central rail. Again, all structural. Actually, we've bolted it into the chassis of the van, so you can actually strap anything to any point of the rail, and it's all good. So it effectively gives you so many more ways to strap down a bike without the confines of those 6 D-rings.
Yeah, that's genius, because I'm sure there are many, many, many people who are going to watch this video who love their motorcycles and put bikes in the back of the van. Everyone has a different way of doing it. Motolegends are professionals. This is how they've done it, so we should probably share the love.
And it's very secure.
Well, what a totally amazing van, and I genuinely hadn't had a good look around this van until today, right now in front of this camera. And Bernsey, you, Chris, Sarah, you guys have created a panel van that is truly, truly unique. Amazing, total tool for the job, something absolutely epic. Now, if you want to have something created that is just as unique, just as special for your business or for your lifestyle, make sure you contact us, like and subscribe for more awesome vans and inspiration to help you in your transporter quest. We look forward to seeing you next time. Cheerio.
See ya.
Motolegends, your van is sick.